Shalom. All praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'ashu Kakodash, and double honors to the elders of GMS, and to the bishops, and to all the prophets that are liberating the highways and byways, and to all the sincere brethren and sisters that's listening to the truth. I pray this may be another edifying lesson to the flock, and whoever the Most High want to this message, let it be heard. And before I start the lesson, I'd like to introduce the true name of the Heavenly Father, which is Yahweh. And the name of the Heavenly Father is not Yahweh, it's not Jehovah, it's not God, it's Yahweh, and it means He exists. And the true name of the Son is Yahushai Hamashiach, who the world ignorant call Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christos, Yeshua, Yeshua. And any of those names are not the real name. The true name is Yahushai, which means the Redeemer, or the Deliverer. That's the true name of the Son, and He's only coming to redeem the nation of Israel. In this day and age, the Israelite will go by the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the bulk of them lives in the North America, South America, the Caribbean islands, and it also scattered in all four quarters of the corner of the world, and also looks like they're the nations in practice. They are the nation's customs. And with that, the lesson is, with that I begun the lesson, and the title of the lesson is the persecutions has begun. That's the title of the lesson. The persecution has begun. As we can see, Donald Trump has been into power for the past, I'll say like a week and a half. I mean, tomorrow's going to be 14 days to be exact. So, since the day he got in office till now, all he's been doing is putting out executive orders, or whatever position that used to be filled by somebody else is putting in new people. Basically, his whole purpose is reset whatever Biden has done. And one of those his main goal is to get rid of Jake pretty much from all the tribes. Started with the Northern Kingdom, but now he started hammering it down in Southern Kingdom as well. But we know the main target is pretty much 12 tribes of Israel. But he's gonna use various excuses to take out Jakes pretty much, man. And it's 2025, and you see the average Jakes still have no clue that they have an enemy, and the enemy is Esau, man. And they put all their trust in Esau. But now some of them are starting to learn. Even though they're starting to learn, they're still going back to no, this one, man, it's not the devil. Everybody is wicked, stuff like that. Because I got a coworker, well, she's my boss, as you said, and she was talking about, because ICE is in the town that I'm currently, well, that I'm living. I'm not gonna say currently. I've been living that town pretty much kind of like my whole life now. So basically, they coming. I work in the gym, so basically, there's a lot of Northern Kingdom that came from for the past. I'll say from the pandemic, from the 2020, almost 5 years now. There's like a big surge of like a Northern Kingdom that's coming in my town, and most of them they don't speak English, so they basically come to the YMCA. The Y give them like a scholarship. When I say scholarship, it's kind of like a discount system sometimes. So basically, if the membership costs 40 bucks, they can come to the Y by paying like $5. And if they participate in certain program, they get a couple months free, or till they get back on the field. But they have to renew that program every year. And last week, there's the people say, oh man, the gym's kind of empty. So ICE been coming in. So basically, the Northern Kingdom basically they in straight of fear. So they I don't want to say hiding, but they don't be showing up nowadays. So basically, the number 2 of the company, number 3, start writing a speech to give the staff in case like a ICE agent coming and knock on the YMCA door, and they saying if there's no paperwork, we can't let them come in. And I'm sitting in the corner, I'm like, what are they talking? You get all these people panicking. I'm like, me on the other hand, I'm like nice, calm, and collected. I'm like, if you guys really pay attention, you should have seen this coming a long time ago, man. And you get Jigs on the other hand, fighting for Esau. Well, they can't do that. There's no paperwork, or if they don't have a warrant, stuff like that. Like, it's 2025, and Jake still think Esau gonna come and knock on the door with warrant. Like Esau does not give a damn. He can bust on your door, knock you out, unalive you, and still walk freely. So, Jake's gonna learn it the hard way, and the average, when you pay attention, it's not just the average Jake's that's asleep. The average, Edomite is also asleep as well. Basically, if the average Babylonian is pretty much asleep. It doesn't matter what position they are. They're just as peon as the rest of the 2/3 pretty much. So those are the times that are ahead of us. So basically, first he come to the Latinos, calling them immigrant, illegal. They don't have the paperwork, and then you get the now he's coming after the Native Americans, and after that, so basically he's gonna come after the Negroes. So Esau claimed that the Northern Kingdoms are illegals, and when it comes to the Southern Kingdom, he calls them criminals. So his goal is to send them to Cuba now, Guantanamo Bay, which is another. It's a facility where they put the most violent, so-called violent terrorists, which is ironically in the it's like that location is in the Jake territory pretty much. Yeah, so basically, the 2/3 are pretty much they set up for failure, man, and they don't even know it. Even though all the chaos going on, man, you can tell them exactly, hey, here's what's going on, here's what this scripture said. Jake still won't care. Jake will still have their trust in Esau. Now they're gonna learn it the hard way. So when you read the let me see, Sirach 12 verse 10, it says, never put your let me see. Sirach 12 verse 10 said, never trust thine enemies, for like as iron rusted, so is wickedness. So you should never trust your enemy, man. Just like you see like a iron rusted, his wickedness, man, which is like his evil deeds and evil desires pretty much, man. So he cannot be trusted, man. Dude, he cannot be trusted at all. Let me see. What else? If you read the 16 to 18, give me 1 second. Let me scroll down real quick. So now you scroll down to 16 through 18. So 16 will say like an enemy speak swiftly with his lips, but in his heart he imagining how to throw thee into a pit. So basically Esau, basically when he's coming, he's gonna approach you like he's gonna basically smooth talking his way to you. He's gonna be like he's gonna give you like he's gonna tell you like, hey, don't worry, everything's gonna be good, stuff like that. You don't have to worry about anything. And meanwhile he's being deceitful, man. He's planning to throw you in a pit, by putting you in trouble, man. Like he's telling Northern Kingdom, hey, don't worry, if you get your papers, you can stay here. Then when you get your paper, he's gonna come with another excuse, say, well, you did this and that, blah blah. And he's gonna tell you, oh, you were born in because like the devil said, if you got two parents, if you got a family, one is legal, the other one is illegal. So he just told Jigs like he's just gonna say like he's gonna ship both of them together, man. That way they can be separated. You have to be wicked to say something like that, man. So it doesn't matter if you're legal or illegal, though. He's gonna ship both of you away. And when you say he will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. So he's gonna basically basically he's gonna pretend like he's like when he say whips, basically he's gonna pretend like he's crying, man. If he find like an opportunity, he's gonna throw you away pretty much. He will basically I would say almost like he will slaughter without hesitation pretty much. Let me see. Verse 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. So basically, if you have like an opportunity to take you out, he will not hesitate to do it. And at the same time, he's gonna come back and pretend like, be like, hey, what's going on? Are you okay? Is there any way I can help you? And the perfect movie that explained that was roughly a year and a half ago. There was a movie called It was about the Gadite. It was like a killer of the flower of the moon. I believe that's the title. And Esau, uh, I believe I don't know the story around the area very well, but if I'm correct, Esau shipped the Gadites to the Midwest, the Oklahoma area, like in the land that was supposed to be barren, and but the guy that was living over there found out there was the land was not so barren after all. There was plenty of oil, and once Esau started noticing that, it started coming in groups, and it started like marrying into the Gadites. And from that movie, you see a lot of times the Esau, even though they marry into the Gadites, they know they cannot get the oil wealth. So what they were doing is they start unalive the Gadites, man. And whenever they do that, they always come. They'll pretend like, hey, what's going on? How can we help you? We're gonna help you find who the killer. Meanwhile, Esau was the one that was unaliving the Jakes, pretty much. The Northern Kingdom, pretty much. So that Esau has always been using that tactic, man. He never stopped using it. He will shake his head and clap his hand and whisper much and change his countenance. So basically, he's gonna basically shake his head, man, and he's gonna be like, "Oh my goodness, what happened, man? How can I help you?" And then he's gonna show pretty much his true color, man. Soon enough, he always shows his true color. So the next one is um, Isaiah 31 verse 1. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help." So basically, it's like I said, what Saul awaits those who went down to Egypt for help. Who goes down to Egypt for help right now? It's Jakes, because the reason is because Jakes have all they trust in Esau, man. Like the average Jake cannot live in a world, cannot see himself live in a world where Esau is not around to rule. You got Jake that will tell you, like right now, not just Jake, even the other nations. So I train a chick at my plantations. She's like a Ishmaelite, but I don't know. She could be a Jake too. But in her head, she was, oh man, I don't understand the state of this nation, man. I think this nation is falling down. And she's like, once America fall, the next power that's gonna rule the world for the next 100 years is China. And she's not the only one that said that. The average Jake tell you when they're talking about politics, it was like, yeah, man, like the Chinese are powerful, man. They're taking out the U.S., man. And once the U.S. fall, it's China that's gonna be the next nation to rule the world. That's the average people. That's the average mindset of the Jakes, pretty much, and the other heathens. But when you hear it from Esau's perspective, you know Esau's prideful and arrogant. Esau do not see himself falling down, so they always say, "America the Great. We're always gonna stand strong forever." So. So woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. Who goes down to Egypt for help? Who's always begging Esau for help? It's Jake, first and foremost, pretty much, man. And stay on horses and trust in chariots. So basically, they trust on Esau's chariots because there are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One. So basically, Esau have like a big military might, man. So Jake will be like, well, they can protect us, man. So who's gonna stop them? So they put all their trust in Esau, man. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel. Who's the Holy One of Israel, man? The Holy One of Israel is starting with the men of the Lord, the prophets, and the rest of the hopeful, like man. And one neither seek the Lord. It's basically they don't look into the Holy One of Israel, which is the hopeful, like starting with the prophets. And most important is they don't seek the Lord because they feel like Esau is the Lord. The average Jake that's walking around, they master, the power is none other than Esau. That's who they praise and worship, man. And the next one is the only person that's gonna acknowledge, that's gonna seek the Lord, that's gonna cry out to the Heavenly Father is the 1/3, pretty much, man. And that's what the scripture says. If you read the Zechariah 13 verse 8, it says Zechariah 13 and 8. Let me see. And it shall come, Zechariah 13 and 8 said, and it shall come to pass that in all the land said the Lord, Yahbashim Yashar, two parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left in therein. So basically, in the land, that we're living in the land that we're living right now, which is Babylon the Great, 2/3 of the nation of Israel will be cut off pretty much, man. Who are those 2/3, man? Those are 2/3 are pretty much like the undesirable of our nations, man. Those who put their trust in Egypt. Those like when the men of the Lord warning every day. There's 7 days in the week, all 7 days, man. Like if you go online right now, from the moment you wake up, from the first second of the day to the last second of the day, the men of the Lord are prophesying non-stop, day in and day out. There's so many videos on the web, you can't even count the videos, man. There's like I don't want to say billion. There's way more than I can't even imagine. There's more than billion of videos online, and the men of the Lord prophesying non-stop. Whether they're getting 1 view, 2 views, 3 views, 100 views, 1,000 views, there's all those videos roaming in the web pretty much, man. All 24 hours of the day, man. The men of the Lord are prophesying on highways and byways. So every Jake, or one way or another, they cannot say, "Oh, I didn't know the truth. I didn't hear it." Each person, whether you're in the truth or not, heard about the Hebrew Israelite pretty much, man. Whether it's from your friend, or your neighbors. You can be walking, on the park. Because before the Most High woke me up to the truth, I played basketball in the park. There used to be jakes like walking on the park, say, "Hey, Yahushua's coming to redeem his people, man." Until the Most High click that, put that that signal in your head, then you be like, "Ooh," then you wake up. Or you can hear it, you see average Jake walk, me was like, "Yeah, that nigga just bugging, man." Or I don't support that hate group stuff. You got Jake say, "Oh, God love everybody, man." I was working on my plantation this morning, and there's a Jake. Normally, on Sundays I log in. I go on the computer, log in, and I print out the training plan for the week. And cause my duffel bag, I put like a menorah in it, and when he saw it, the first thing he was like, "Wait, are you Jewish?" And he's like 20 years old. I'm like, I didn't hear him at first. I'm like, "What?" He was like, "Are you Jewish?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm not Jewish. I'm the real Jew." And he started laughing. I'm like, damn. He started laughing. He was like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm the real Jew." I didn't go into detail because I feel like it's gonna. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's not gonna get it, but I just give a. I'm like, yeah, like we're the real Jews, right? The real children of Israel. I didn't go into that detail, but he started laughing. Ha, 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 ha. I'm like, yeah, that's the stage of the nation, man. And like Edomite saw me the previous year, and he said the same thing. "You have a menorah on your bag." I'm like, "Yeah, man. Yeah, I have a menorah on my bag." And at first, because I used to do volunteer on the same place as him, because the Christian, it wasn't a Christian, it's teen center, which is like basically like a Christian base. So when we do volunteer, they always do their prayer or Jesus Christ, blah blah blah, stuff like that, holding hands like that. Cause I don't normally hold the hand, I just stay in the back, because they figure I'm just like a regular nigga, don't know anything about the truth, stuff like that. But when you come out on petition, he saw my bag, his face changed. So, so, so you say, "Hey," so he give me that little smirk, not really a smirk, like his face got like a tight, like a serious, then walk away. So that was the last time I seen my video. A couple of times after that. So, so when the world see us, Jakes, like first and foremost, they look at us from a nigga's perspective, man. Like, if you that Spanish, you're just another Latino, another nigga. There's nothing much, man. But once they notice, like, the truth somewhere, some one way or not, that's when the continent start changing toward you, man. And they start looking at it different, man. So anyway, man, even among fellow Jakes, man, when you tell them about their nationality, they laugh at you, man. Or they ridicule you, man. They'll tell you, "I'm not Israelite. I'm black. I'm Latino. I'm Dominican. I'm Brazilian. I'm Nigerian." So that's what the most I say. Only the 1/3 that's gonna make it out of this land, man. Because the 2/3, man, they ain't gonna make it. The only way they're gonna get the truth is when they're in the kingdom with the Most High. When they born back into the kingdom, that's when they're gonna get it. So this two party gonna be cut off and pretty much die, man. And the next one I'm gonna read is what was that again? I read one. Mike 2. Mike. And sorry if I'm keep on coughing a little bit. I ran this morning, so I got like a runny nose. That's the reason. Micah 2:10 say, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest." So basically, when he say like arise ye and depart, for this is not our rest, because it's talking about pretty much this place, man. This place is not our rest. That's why we have to um, let me see. That's why we have to basically depart away, remove ourselves from this place, man. When I say remove that ourselves, I'm not saying get a buy a plane ticket, go to whatever country you're talking about. We have to remove ourselves spiritually, man. So even though we live in the matrix, we can be part of the matrix. But we just have to move in, do our daily tasks, whatever things we do on a regular basis. That's what we pretty much gonna continue doing, man. Just have to keep your mind like on a spiritual mindset, because it is polluted. This place is polluted, man, from the ideology, from like from wickedness, from like any like a this place is like a full of wickedness completely, man. From transformerism, adultery, just people living, practice whatever what desire they have, man. Even it is polluted and it shall destroy you, even with a soul destruction. And this place has been so defiled. Um, Basically, it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the soul destruction. It's so defiled. Basically, the sin. Since there's so many of it, man, it could be pretty much like gonna destroy you. That's why you have to constantly praying, man, because the most I can have mercy on you, man. Even us that is part of the hopeful, like, man. This place is weighing us out daily and nightly, man. The only thing that's keeping us moving, man, is this truth, pretty much, man. And Lord willing, we are part of those hopeful, like we are part of those that's gonna make it out of this place. The next one, Revelation 18 verse let me see. And the only way we're gonna get out of this mess is to the Most High mercy, pretty much. Let me find that one first. I'm also reading that one. Revelation 12 verse 12 said, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of all the sea, for the devil is come down to you, having great wrath, because he know that he have but a short time." So, like I said earlier, man, like Esau's coming to basically take the entire Israelite population, man, whether you Negro, Latino, or Native Americans. For the most part, in this wicked ass kingdom, man, is the northern kingdoms always feel like they're in favor with Esau because they're fair skinned. Some of them can pass for Edomites, so they feel like Esau's is not gonna touch them. But now they realize that's not the case. Esau looks at them just like another Negro, just like another Negro, just like brown looking niggers. And nowadays you got Jakes from the Southern Kingdom feel like they at peace now. They was like, yeah, we've been telling you guys Esau's a devil. He don't care about you guys, even though you guys think like you like Edomite. So the Southern Kingdom start thinking they safe, but not knowing Esau's coming to get them also as soon as he's done with the Northern Kingdom. So when he say, "Therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them," so it's talking about like basically the Israelite, like the starting with the 1/3, we have to be rejoiced that the "Therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them." Basically, after that, I say, "Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is coming down on you." So basically, this devil is gonna be bringing terrors on us, man. He's gonna come from the earth, the entire earth, from the sea. He's gonna come from the earth, from the sea. He's gonna come. He's basically gonna come from all four corners, man. He's gonna bring terrors from all four corners, man. He's coming like with great destructions. Why is he coming with great destruction? Because he know his time is very short. He doesn't know exactly what day his empire gonna fall, but he know that day is very short. So he's gonna come down. He's gonna bring everything he has to bring this on the nation of Israel first and foremost down, pretty much, because he doesn't want to lose that power. And the next one I'm gonna read is basically Rev 18 verse 16, which is let me see. Rev 18 verse 16 said, and saying, alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. So basically, people are saying like how terrible it is, that great city. So basically, the other nations are saying how terrible that great city is. That great city is basically Babylon the Great, and that was clothed in fine linen and purple. Basically, that city was wearing like a fine linen and purple and scarlet, and decked with gold and precious stone and pearls, pretty much. And so that city was decked with all the precious gems, man. Basically, for in 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught. So basically, in 1 hour, that great city is gonna be destroyed. He's gonna lose all his riches and wealth, pretty much, man. The Most High gonna destroy Babylon the Great in 1 hour, and every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors and as many as trade by seas stood afar off, pretty much. So basically, every great city, let me say shipmaster is like a captain of the ship, pretty much, and all the company's ships, basically all the merchant ships. When all those containers, like ship container that's coming to sell the products to Babylon the Great, so they're all gonna sit like on a seashore or far away, probably like a couple. I don't know the distance they normally say, but sometimes when you sit, um, if you sit from the seashore line, you can look at the ship that's coming five. I don't know if you can see 10 miles away. I don't know. It's possible. They're gonna say far away and looking at it, it's like, damn, that great city is getting destroyed. They're gonna be, I mean, they're gonna be sad because they're not gonna be able to make profits anymore, man. And they say, and they said, and cry when they saw and cry when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? So basically, they're gonna start crying, man, in fear, because they can't imagine it, man. They're gonna be like, well, we're gonna make all this money. Babylon the Great is the only place we can come and sell all of our products. That's the place we can come and do all our wickedness. Because if we stay in our homeland, everything is nice and strict. We can't practice whatever we want. We can't sell whatever good we have. This is the only place that we can be truly to ourselves. So basically, they're gonna cry. So basically, if you keep going down, if you go down 19, and they cast dust on their heads and cry, weeping and wailing, saying, "Alas, alas, that great city." So basically, they start crying, man. Like they grieve, they start grieving, man, because they're like, man, because they don't know anything else to do. Because the Babylon the Great is like a mighty power, man. That's like the greatest empire, well, the greatest empire of wickedness. That's where they come to sell all the goods, whatever thing they want to do. That's where they come and do it. Now that city is over, they can no longer do that anymore, man. Once Babylon the Great fall down, it's gonna be the rise of the kingdom of Israel, man. Well, the rising of is starting right now with the hopeful, like first and foremost, but the true kingdom is gonna start once this devil empire is completely crashed, and that's when Yahushua Mashiach comes. That's when it's gonna happen, man. When it says, "Alas, alas, that great city, wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour is she made desolate." So basically, they will cry out because that great city, man, is gonna be destroyed in 1 hour. And all the ship owners that come with all their wealth, they're gonna say like, man, we can no longer sell this thing anymore, man. It's like if you like a produce, if you're selling fruit, in the city you go to sell fruit, and if there's nobody to buy any fruit, you ain't gonna make any money, pretty much. So that's what's happening to these people, man. So basically, they're crying their heart out, man. But that place is gonna go out in 1 hour. Most empire, when they lose in power, it takes like a couple decades, could be centuries. It's like a gradually falling off. But this city was in an instant. It's like a light switch, man. When you turn the switch on, one moment is light, one moment is dark. That's how Babylon the Great is, pretty much, man. One moment is rich and one moment is poor, and that's it. So I pray this was another edifying lesson to the flock. And may whoever the Most High want to hear this message, let it be heard. And I pray I do not add or take away from the scripture. And if I did, I pray that the Most High have mercy upon me. And once again, man, I pray that the Most High have mercy upon each and every one of us, starting with the elders of GMS, to the bishops, to the starting with the apostles, with the bishops and the elders, all those sincere prophets that are laboring across the world, whether they in GMS or other camps that that's preaching the same doctrine as GMS, and also the hopeful, sincere hopeful elect that are listen to the truth, man. Whether because not everybody gonna be a prophet, whether they just like us people that's hearing the truth for the first time, whether they're like sincere sisters. If they part of the hopeful elect, I pray that the Most High continues to imbue them with the spirit of wisdom and understanding. I pray that the Most High have mercy upon each and every one of them. And I pray that the Most High give each and every one of us that are part of the hopeful elect family the spirit of integrity, the spirit of fear, and then the spirit of meekness, and remove the spirit of pride and arrogance out of each and every one of us, man. And also for the brothers that are laboring the truth, man. Even though every day we have to wake up, we have to. It doesn't matter how busy we are. We still have to get up every morning, do those shows, man. And like I said, like the apostle made it very clear that when the year started, man, there's 24 hours in the day, man. There's 24 hours. The day have 12 hours, man. Even when you get out of the plantation, man, you can actually have 5 minutes to do a quick video, man. And also for those of the brothers that are not prophets, even though you're not a prophet, man, you have to wake up every day, man. You have to listen to the truth, follow the law to the best of your abilities, man, and keep praying, man, and keep praying that you make it, man. Keep praying that the Most High have mercy upon you, man. And with that, I'd like to say shalom, and also the sisters as well too, and shalom.